Okay, Chevra, because we had a technical glitch this evening between Mincha and Rabbi was asked to repeat the wisdom for living because we are saying over for the schos of Refuah Shlema of Shimon ben Penina Esther, Yitzchak Isaac ben Ilana, and Shlomit Bas Gittel. So we saw last week, once again, being reminded that we're living in Galus, when a Meshugana took hostage 3 people, and Baruch Hashem, it had somewhat of a happy ending. So when a person is kept hostage for a limited amount of time, it's not that nogaya. But if a person is kept hostage for a protracted period of time, there's a syndrome which becomes germane called the Stockholm Syndrome. The Stockholm Syndrome, in brief words, is that the person who's kept hostage starts empathizing with their captor, and ironically, as they come close to their day of being let go, they show real fears and in fact make the argument that they want to stay with their captor. So recently I saw an article which explains this from a deeper psychological perspective, which is that one of the things that happens to a person when they're kept captive for a long period of time is they lose their self-confidence, their ability to make it, so to speak, or regain the traction they once had. And for fear of being let out and not knowing how to navigate through life, they hold on to their captivity. This is Parashat Mishpatim. We learn again of the release after 6 years of being held captive, a Jewish slave has to be emancipated. There's, I believe, some interesting life lessons from this. The fact that it's not a choice, whether or not they feel they can leave, they can't leave. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying that they have to be emancipated is an important lesson if we think of slavery as not just physically being held in captured, but many of us are enslaved to certain bad habits. We don't want to leave certain patterns, maybe an office situation which is not necessarily in our best interest. And again, I think the feeling of the fear of letting go is relevant in as much as the broader perspective of Parashas Mishpatim deals a lot with Choshen Mishpat, where HaKadosh Baruch Hu is basically saying, what the income that you make every year is up to me. And if you're going to cheat or do anything nefarious, you basically say, you're saying, I don't trust you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When we think of what we're enslaved to, we should perhaps keep in mind that letting go from whatever our bad habit is, whatever we're enslaved to, and trust that we're in the best hands in the world. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying, whatever you feel enslaved to, whatever you feel beholden to, let go. I've got your back, so to speak, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be with us, Be'ez Hashem, and all He wants is for us to achieve our greatness, which Be'ez Hashem we should think of when we think of this week's Parsha.